Before the stage lights even warmed up, before a single note was sung, something about this moment felt different, and if you've ever believed that dreams can rise from the most unexpected places, stay with this story until the very end, because what happened next left an entire theater breathless. And if this story moves you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because stories like this deserve to be shared with the world. The curtains parted to reveal a man standing alone at center stage, shoulders slightly tense, hands clasped together as if holding onto something fragile. His name was Daniel Cruz, a 32-year-old delivery driver from Cebu, Philippines, now standing on one of the biggest talent stages in the world. The audience applauded politely, but no one expected what was about to unfold. Daniel didn't look like a superstar. He wore a simple black jacket, neatly pressed jeans, and polished shoes borrowed from his cousin just for this audition. His hair was slicked back in a classic style, a quiet nod to the legend who inspired him, Elvis Presley. As the judges asked about his journey, Daniel's voice trembled just enough to reveal the weight of the moment. He spoke about growing up in a small coastal neighborhood where power outages were common and dreams were often postponed. His father had been a street musician, singing old Elvis songs with a battered guitar, while Daniel sat beside him, watching people smile even if only for a few minutes. When his father passed away, the music stopped, not because Daniel forgot the songs, but because life demanded survival before passion. He worked long hours, delivered packages under the heat and rain, and sang only when he was alone. One judge leaned forward, curious, and asked why he chose an Elvis song. Daniel smiled softly and said that Elvis was the first voice that made him believe pain could be turned into power. The audience quieted. Even the judges exchanged a glance, sensing there was more beneath his calm exterior. Then the music cue began, slow, familiar, and heavy with emotion. The first note left his lips, and the room changed. It wasn't just that he sounded good. It was the tone, the control, the warmth and uncanny richness that wrapped itself around every corner of the theater. Gasps rippled through the audience. One judge's eyes widened. Another instinctively sat back, hand over mouth. Daniel's voice carried a golden depth, effortlessly moving between tenderness and strength, echoing the soul of Elvis while still sounding unmistakably his own. It felt less like an audition and more like a confession set to music. As he sang, memories flooded back, nights singing beside his father, days when hope felt distant, moments when quitting would have been easier. His voice cracked slightly on one note, not from weakness, but from truth. The audience felt it. Some wiped their eyes. Others leaned forward, afraid to miss even a breath. This wasn't imitation. This was inheritance. Midway through the song, Daniel closed his eyes, letting the music carry him. His nerves vanished, replaced by something deeper, purpose. When he reached the final chorus, his voice soared, powerful yet controlled, sending chills through the room. The last note hung in the air, trembling, before fading into silence. For a split second, no one moved. Then the theater erupted. The crowd leapt to their feet, applause crashing like waves. One judge stood instantly, shaking their head in disbelief. Another wiped away tears before even speaking. When the comments came, they were filled with astonishment. They spoke about how rare it was to hear a voice that felt both timeless and new, how Daniel didn't just sing a song, he told a story that connected generations. One judge admitted they had expected a tribute, but instead witnessed transformation. Another said his voice carried honesty that couldn't be taught. And then came the moment Daniel never imagined. After a brief, dramatic pause, a judge reached for the golden buzzer. When it was pressed, golden confetti rained down from above, shimmering like a dream turning real. Daniel froze, overwhelmed, hands covering his face as emotion finally spilled over. He dropped to his knees, tears streaming freely, as the audience roared louder than ever. In that instant, he wasn't a delivery driver or a struggling dreamer, he was proof that perseverance can echo louder than doubt. As he looked up, covered in gold, Daniel whispered thank you, not to the judges, but to his father, to every late night, to every moment he almost gave up. Backstage, contestants hugged him, some inspired, others simply stunned. The judges watched him walk off stage knowing they had witnessed something unforgettable. This wasn't just a viral performance. It was a reminder that talent knows no borders, that dreams don't expire, and that sometimes the quietest beginnings lead to the loudest breakthroughs. Daniel's journey didn't end with the golden buzzer, it began there, shining brighter than he ever imagined. If this story touched your heart, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful, inspiring moments like this. Because somewhere right now, another dreamer is waiting to be heard, and their golden voice might just be next.